Okay, we've had a request to show if I can show how do you actually save a picture that you've got in PowerPoint or a Word box or a shape. Can you save that as a image that you can then bring from your file? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're on the main page of PowerPoint. We're going on Insert and Text Box, and let's say I wrote something very, very brief before that. I'm just going to copy and paste, so it's quite easy. So I'm just going to make it a bit more central first, maybe make it a bit bigger, like this. And let's put full stop. And then this is the text box. Now, if you want to save it like that, that's okay. Or if you want to just maybe make a small border, just so that, there we go. So we made a short border just to show, okay, this is what it will look like. And then we're going to take that away. So here's the text box saved, right? Now, if you want to edit any of the words in future, I recommend that you just save it as a PowerPoint presentation. Just save it as like text box drafts, and then you can edit and copy. But if the actual text box now is something you're happy with, you just right click to here, and then you click Save as Picture. And then it will bring up your options here. If you save as a PNG, sometimes it doesn't come through too well, but you can save it as a JPEG. So we've called it Picture 1, we click Save, and then now it's saved in our picture file gallery here, so it's like this. And then if we then decide, okay, we want to insert this picture, so it's kind of like this. Now, it doesn't look super clear, but it is scalable, which means that as you make it bigger, you can see that there's a difference in size, but it doesn't like make the words go in different places and things. So it's very, very basic. You can also do the same thing with shapes. So let's say here we have shapes, and we do like a square here. And then if we right click here and we click Save as Picture, we can do the same thing. Let's call it Picture 2 though. We'll save it as JPEG. And then now in our folder, we have a square. Now this is very, very, very basic. But what you can find is that if, for example, you're creating an advertisement, you can save the image as a JPEG. After you've created it, you can group the images together. So if, for example, we're on here and we make another shape, this time we make a circle, and we just move it here, and we just change the fill. Then we can highlight both. We can right click, we can click group, and then we can save that as an image itself. And I'll just show you how that looks once we've saved it. Like this. So what you can do with that is, if, for example, you're creating an advertisement on PowerPoint, you can group all of the images together, the words, the logos, group them together and save as image. And then another alternative you can do is, if, for example, you have the image like the size of the whole slide, then you can click on File, click as Save As, and then here you have the options to export. You can export as a PDF that way, or you can click File, Export, and you have the JPEG image there. Now you'll see that when I've saved this as a JPEG, this is this one, it saves it as the same dimension size as the slide. So for example here, the size of the picture isn't going to this line here, which is the border of our pictures, it's going the size of the PowerPoint slide. So you'll notice that these two are very, very slightly different with where they're actually saved. You'll see that the lines go here. So actually just saving shapes, saving words, everything like that, you can do that on PowerPoint. Cheers.